Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of Between Sisters. I'm Kaya, and I'm here with my DNA-based sisters. First, then we got Shauna going. And next we have EVE.
Hey, y'all. I think, is this the first time it was only us three?
No.
No?
We did it. Yeah, we did it before.
Oh.
Sick.
Sick.
It was,
If you don't know
it was
what
sick was here.
it's Shauna, Bets, and Kaya. Sick.
That's it.
That was a funny job.
SYC.
Remember we cracked up that day when he said that. He's like, yeah, sick. Like, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one because our dad was always a cornball. So
Yeah.
when he said that was actually a good one. He got one off. He got one off that day. You know. R.I.P. the Pop Dukes.
Yep.
About to come up on that anniversary.
Right.
Wow.
A year already.
Wow.
A year since he passed away.
Wow.
How do y'all feel about that?
I don't know. It's just like it's just like the saying, take enjoy every moment just because time, that's the one thing you can't get back is time. So, as
ain't that the truth?
Just make sure that we all live life and enjoy every moment.
It's so crazy that you said this year it is different, of course. Are y'all both sipping your water like
I know, it was just to go into
I actually have ocean spray.
Did y'all have a conversation before this meeting?
I put ocean spray in here, so Korean grape. So I just needed to get that flavorous in my
I was thirsty.
Go ahead. I'm thirsty too.
I'm dehydrated. No,
I got my water right here.
I'm dehydrated.
Bro, here's I got an R cup.
You got an R cup.
R cup. But it's so crazy that you say, because I said this year is like the first, like it's a definite real year for me because, my mom passed away 2 days after Christmas. And then this is my first year without, my father. So I was just like, and then I was like cleaning up the other day and I realized how much I was so much of a grieving hoarder. So many things of all the elders in my life that passed away, I kept on to every single thing. And from past trauma, I'm looking in it wasn't in my open area, but in my closet. You know how you just stuff everything in the closet, like, okay, I'll deal with it later or so. I had so many things of all the stuff that I was always like, I gotta save it. Or I was always getting more of what I needed because I was afraid of not having anymore. And I do
that all the time. I do that all the time.
And I'm looking at stuff like, Yvette, why do you
have this?
Why do you have this?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have this? And it was so funny because this week I was just like, you know what? Instead of working out, last week I was like, instead of working out, I'm going to focus on pouring back into myself. So mentally. So I went to each day after work, I had all the energy to even do it. Each day I tackled the closet and I threw away everything. I threw away clothes. I threw away all the stuff. And I noticed when I started to do that, how much I started to feel like I could breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I could And yesterday I was listening to my gospel and I was just like, the stuff where our father stuff was at, I was like, okay, now I'm going to tackle this closet. And I got so much stuff in there. And I'm like, I got stuff of his, I got stuff of so much things. And I'm like, I'm listening to the gospel. And literally the poster of his casket fell and his face was right there. When I tell you, I was bawling. I could not, I was just like, but it wasn't like a bawling, like a sad bawling.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay.
A release.
I released this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, get rid of everything. I'm okay with getting everything. Like, right. But then I'm packing stuff out. Now I'm changing that. Like, I got to redecorate. So now I'm buying everything now to redecorate everything. And it was just so crazy that, my boyfriend, he was here when it happened and he came in, he was just like, what happened? And then he saw the thing. He was just like, come here. Come here.
Come
here. Come here.
I think sometimes we hold on to things, and the things are supposed to make us feel better, but sometimes they don't make us feel better. It holds us back.
Yeah.
So we have them to know what things to keep as a keepsake,
right?
And then what things are like.
Yeah, like I had.
Why do I have?
I was right. It was like something of his. I was like, Yvette, your father's not in this. Yvette.
Right? Like, why do you have this? Right.
Throw it away. Like you have your memory. He's not in. Right. And I had to really, I really had to talk to myself, and I was just like, he's not in these objects. Right. This raggedy table that was for 4 years ago, I never got rid of it because this was Miss M's table.
Oh, wow.
I still had Miss M's medication in my.
Okay, but see,
and girl, you can't do nothing with medication.
There's a difference with the table than the meds.
Yeah.
The table, it can be a keepsake. It's something that you can fix, and shine and, and redo. But the meds is just like, I'm just going to hold on to her.
Yeah, and it was, and I had
this is what she did.
Right, and I had so many things of different people, and I was just like, Yvette, you keep on reliving your trauma by seeing all of these things. If you keep on having these things in your possession, you're going to keep on reliving this same thing. Right. There is power in letting go. And I kept on reading on that yesterday. And I was just like, there's power in letting go. And one of his books that I took from his house, it was the Book of Psalms. I got it somewhere over here. And it's like for different subjects or different things you want to pray about, like, or you want to pray for wisdom, like read on these chapters and pray this prayer. And I'm like, how something of his is actually helping me get through it and grief. You know what I'm saying? The right way, not keeping and keep it. And I was just like, I noticed I had so many things, all boxes. Oh, I might need it. You never know. I need it. You've been here for 4 years. You don't need it. Throw it away.
If you ain't touch it in a year, you ain't going to touch it.
Throw it away. So I just, that's been heavy on my heart this week. And it just felt like a rewarding sensation of realizing and trying to get over it and just do it in a healthy way instead of holding on to different things like medication. Like I can't even use that.
And it's good that you're doing it now.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was saying. I was just like, I don't want to bring it into I got so many bags. I was like, throw it all away. Give it away. I was like, going home. Wait to
Angela Bassett.
Oh shit! Hey, like, get out. But it was like, all jokes aside, it's crazy how we just started talking about that.
Because we sick. But ironically, you had almost said the word, but then you stopped. I had literally just finished reading a book on manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and was also reading a book about tapping in to your spirit self, right? And actually connecting with your ancestors is a part of a process. You know, that's obviously an African ritual that has been done for centuries. And he is now.
That book also has rituals in it. I forgot to say that too as well.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys.
Yeah. What I was supposed to say, what's the name of it? I thought about him because of the fact that he's now my ancestor. And most likely, wherever he is, there is now wisdom there that he can, or guidance that he can give, you know, in combination with, you know, God leading me in the right direction. But I'm just like, you know, it's very weird that now that he's gone, I look at him as now a source of guidance, even though he was not that when he was here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, because ultimately, I feel as we all know, and just reading, you know, what he wrote, that he meant well. He was just battling his own things that he didn't heal. So I guess that's giving me a sense of allowing me to have grace and mercy given to him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's me how much of, if we're going to say we're going to be followers, how much grace and mercy are we going to give somebody? You know what I'm saying? And it's just a test of how much we can be like, you know what? I know you did it, but I can still love you unconditionally. I can love you for who you are.
Because at some point, it's just, I can't give you something that I don't have, that I don't know how to, you know? So it's just like, at some point, we have to say, I'm going to love you as you are, and know that there are just some things that you are not capable of. And that goes for friends, that goes for family. It's just, if that's, you know, we all are not perfect. We all don't have the tools to be and do things, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay. And I think that once we all start to understand that, instead of saying, well, they weren't this, and it's true, but looking past it, I am the person I am. I am the good person I am, maybe because he was not there. You know, so it's just understanding that sometimes you get what you get, and it's what's for you.
And I was also talking to your husband Kai the other day, but
I was about to be like, who?
So I won't say that.
How many husbands?
Because it was just, I don't know, like, and it crazy. I just thought of him because I was like putting up stuff in the house. I'm like, I wonder what I can do. Let me see what
you know his family, the families go to, you know,
right.
Say, hey, I have to put this up, and I need to know what's the square footage of, like, how do you calculate square footage? You know, it's just like we call him for.
Right. I'm sending pictures of tables. Like, you think this will look good? You know how my house looks. You've been here more than enough, you know.
I can't.
So it was just crazy. Like, right, we all do it. But I was just like, oh, just also checking in on you. Like, I haven't seen you or talked to you in so long. How you doing and stuff? Everything's good. All right. And we started talking about like a whole big thing. And he said one thing, I got the text too. He said, what you guys did with what you gotten from our father, you guys turned it around, something in that layman terms or whatever, and just use what you had and turned out great. So now you could teach whoever comes after you.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. That was a
no, I'm just saying that was yeah. You know, sometimes he be coming out with stuff like that, and I'd be like,
right? I was just like this. Because he said to me, he's like, Yvette, you're amazing. And I was just like, I
am. Father God.
But it's just, I was just like thinking about, I was just like, oh, that is true. Like, even we got our lemons, but we made lemonade after it. You know what I'm saying? We just know what to do for our future children and generations from all of us. So.
Well, Peter has said, he said, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have, give I unto thee.
And this is the book I've been reading, The Power
of Psalms.
Of the Psalms.
Of the Psalms. I got to put that in.
Ways to use Psalms for love, power, revenge, success, blessings, prosperity, protection, purposes, rituals, and prayers. All 150 Psalms included by Anna Rita.
You know, since we're talking about ancestors, and you know, we as Black people were stolen and brought here without that heritage piece. So we are always in search of that piece of our history. Because if we were in Africa, we were white at funerals. But for some reason here, it's Black. So it just, I think that we all need to do our due diligence to get as much of that history and, you know, the rituals and things that are a part of who we are, so we can
pre-colonialism, because most of the African countries have been colonized as well.
Well, yeah, true.
So pre-colonialism.
True.
But it's no better time than the present than to get rid of the old that's not serving you, serving a purpose in your life, to make room for the new and begin to manifest the things that have been in your spirit, that God placed in your spirit, and that you want to happen for yourself. The power of manifestation is something huge that mostly all wealthy people do, people in positions of power, to get and attain the things that, not just material things, but health, you know, wellness, and your mind, your sanity. All of that stuff is a part of, you know, seeing things different and perceiving things differently. And I think just being in tune, more in tune. I think that, because even with grandma and grandpa, I'm always thinking about them, always have dreams about them and stuff like that. And you know, I just really feel that, you know, they now possess a level of wisdom, you know, that
definitely. You know who comes to me often? My father-in-law.
Really?
I hear him as clear as day. Hey, sweetheart. And that soft, you know, soft,
really
spoken voice all the time. All the time.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom comes to me, and sometimes Sharice comes to me. My cousin Sharice comes to me. You know. But sometimes,
But they're
like
that's what they're there for. I said that's what they're there for. To to help
guide. Yeah, guide us.
Yeah, with the two of y'all.
Guide us, Ramonda. Guide us, Ramonda. Oh. But anyway, make sure that you do those things so that you can start 2023 off. And number 3 is the number of the Trinity. Haha. It's considered the perfect number, the number of harmony, wisdom, and understanding.
I'm praying for that.
It is also the number of time, past, present, and future. Birth, life, death, beginning, middle, end. It's a divine number. So, haha.
I would have to hold Baptist. Oh, please don't do it.
Listen. So, by the way, shout out to Keish and Shoulder B in their absence. We still here, ready to go to Central Pay with you. See how we still manifesting them things? Still here, ready to go to Central Pay.